Hey guys, it's day 56. I'm being dropped off by Chris and Dan. We got their car here in the background. Y-O-L-O. It is May the 7th and it is 11 a.m. So they're dropping me off, so I have to say goodbye to them. Thank you very much, guys. For the support that you've given me for doing laundry, Chris, and just show me the love and doing the resupply with me and taking me out to eat and just give me a bed to sleep in. So thank you very much. So it's a little drizzly out. We're going to say goodbye, and they're going to go about their day. So I'll catch up with you in a few minutes. So here they go. They're dropping me off. So they're saying goodbye. So we're hitting the trail. So here we go. A rainy, foggy day. I did see some trail magic, but by the time I get there, it may not be there because it was several miles up the road. So here's where we're going. We got a Bobby's Gap shelter is in 4.9 and highway is at 4.7. So here we go. Got to get this right knee loosened up and get used to this traversing the rocks and stuff. So off we go. Just came across this little guy. Sorry about the thing, but he's a tiny little guy. Show you how big he is. He's got some pretty little. The spots are pretty vibrant compared to him. So he's orange and those spots are red, and that's pretty cool. Anyway, mosey on. Try not to step on the little guy. When I think of Alan, who likes little animals like that, he's always going out into the woods and looking for snakes and salamanders and slimy things to look at. So, hey Alan, I was thinking of you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. Get some beautiful rock over here, and we're on the trail. I've only been on the trail for about 5 minutes, so my right knee and leg is starting to get limbered back up and on the go. It just takes me 5 or 15 minutes to get some stuff worked out in my leg, and then we're good to go. So there's still a little bit of a hang up at it, but it's working itself out, I should say. While we're being dropped off, or while I was being dropped off, we saw a couple of cyclists, some hikers that appeared to be doing a yellow blaze on the road and getting off the trail and hiking the road. You do that to shave off some of the Appalachian Trail miles. Instead of going up and down, you can just walk the road and it will meet back up with the Appalachian Trail. And you can shave off a lot of pain sometimes. I've not done that yet. And sometimes you can take a blue blaze, which will be a shortcut around something, like a fair weather trail. If it's bad going up a mountain, you can go the blue blaze. But so far I've done all the white blazes. And that's the way I intend to do it with my backpack. So I've not slack packed or had any assistance with getting from one part of the trail to the other part by shedding weight or someone else carrying my bag in their vehicle and dropping it off. But my intentions are to go all the way to Mount Katahdin, carrying my pack Now, when I get to Mount Katahdin, that's going to be a different story because I will slack pack to the top because it is not really much of a trail, it's climbing. So I don't want to be carrying my pack with all the weight trying to climb up and down boulders and on the side of a mountain and on the side of a cliff. So there I probably will get assistance at the ranger station where they have day packs that we can put some food and jacket and some water and stuff in and borrow it for the day. So that's what I intend to do there. But everywhere else, my pack is my beast of burden. So therefore, I'm taking it with me. You can see or hear the rain coming down a little bit. A lot of times you don't know if it's raining or if it's just the trees and the limbs and the leaves that have all the water on, the wind blows and then it shakes it and knocks all that off, which I think that might have been the case just now. All right, moseying on. We're heading to the next thing, which hopefully I can get a little trail magic just so I can say I got some trail magic. Because I've been blessed with trail magic by staying at Chris and Dan's and having a zero there and resting and having breakfast and just them taking care of me like one of their children, although they're only maybe 6 or 7 years older than I am, I believe. Good family, good Christian family, so we were able to pray together and just get to know their son, Trey, who's an awesome young man. He's a school teacher, a coach, a spiritual leader with Young Life, or I forget the organization, but something like that, with Youth for Christ, Campus Life, Young Life, one of those, or maybe none of those, something similar to it though. But anyway, I'm babbling, moving on. As I was preparing for my morning, rolling out of a soft bed and bathroom and a shower and stuff, I was contacted by my wife, who is back home, and we live in a remote area and we live off of a well pump, so that's how we get our water. And she said that there's no water. What to do? So help her troubleshoot it. So I was able to work with her a little bit, as much as we could, over the phone and FaceTiming. I'm thankful that I had signal so I could be able to talk to her and she was able to reach me. One shout out to a very, very good friend, a guy that I'm mentoring, and Timon. Thank you very much for coming to my rescue and being me when I'm not there. So Timon takes the time to mow our fields every couple weeks so that there's not a hay field when I get back. So I was able to call Timon and he was able to go over to the house right away. He lives probably 7 miles away. So he's able to go over and recognize that the well pump was getting electricity. He's an electrical contractor. So he verified that it wasn't the switch, that power was getting down to the pump, but it just wasn't working. So he was then able to remove, with the assistance of my wife and my sister-in-law, who came to help move my daughter out of college today. So I'm thankful Tracy was there as well. So thank you, Tracy and Timon both. But they were able to get the lid, which is actually a roof, off of the well pump house, so that Raymond Brown well drillers and well servicers can service our well. So they were able to get the roof off so that they can get their truck crane over the top of the well and pull the pump fairly easy, replace it or repair it or do whatever they got to do. So while my wife is gone today, I'm moving my daughter. She now knows that by the time she gets home, she should have some running water, because of Raymond well drillers coming out on a Saturday, Mother's Day weekend, to service us. So thank you very much, Raymond Brown well drillers, for taking care of us once again, as you've always done in the past. So it looks like now we're yellow blazing because the trail is right here. There is a scenic overview over here, a parking area, but you're not going to be able to see anything. So it is all clouded and covered with fog and clouds. So we'll just walk the road until we get past this area, and then we're back on the trail. So this road walking is actually part of the trail. As you can see, there's the white blaze on the wood railing. So anyway, there's some issues there this morning. So she was getting ready to leave, and she recognized she didn't have any water. I was about to get back on trail, and I was in the shower, so I wasn't able to respond as quick. And I just felt bad because I wasn't there to take care of my wife, I guess is the gist of the story. Someone else had to be there for me in my place, but we were able to coordinate getting my friend Timon to come over and check. He verified there was no power. We were able to call the well driller. He called me back on a Saturday and dispatched one of his guys. So I am thinking right now they're probably at my house pulling the well pump and replacing it or doing whatever they got to do to get power. But I'm on the trail, and when we're on the trail, we got to rely on others to take care of things back home. So thank you to all those caregivers and people that support us, because we are out here and we're sort of helpless, and in circumstances like this all we can do is make some phone calls or reinsure. So I'm sorry, honey, that you had those issues, and I'm sorry that I wasn't there to take care of it for you like I should have been, but I'm doing my thing here. All right, just walking up the road. I'm hoping that the car's not gonna come and cream me. You can see now that it's starting to rain a little bit harder. So here I go. Look at the camera, not me. Well, here's our view at the Blue Ridge Parkway. Not much of a view. Did get a picture though with the Appalachian Trail symbol. But heading on. Let's see where we're at. You want to stop and read that? You can. This is where we're currently at. There's a trash can. That's always a plus for hikers. We can get rid of our trash. Very little to see. See some near stuff. But heading back into the woods right here. This would be typically filled with traffic and sightseers, but because of the rain, I guess they don't want to see it because there's nothing to see. It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there with their children and the children that have deceased. Happy Mother's Day. And God bless you guys. You guys go through a lot with little reward sometimes. So I just want to say happy Mother's Day. My mother has passed away, but happy Mother's Day, Mama, anyway. This is pretty impressive. This is a retaining wall, it looks like, that was built. And they're stones, but yet they're blocks maybe? I don't know. They're all the same size, it looks like. So they keep a uniform line of some sort. I guess not, because this one here is here. So I guess they had to fit these things like stones like they are. So that's some real craftsman work, and I'm sure these things were not light to move around to say, hey, let's try this one over here, or hey, that one's too tall, let's put this one here. So maybe they measured them with a rod and staff before they put them up there to say, hey, is this gonna work? Hey, what do we got here? This is like a runoff, I guess. You see anything? Hello? Nope. That's pretty cool. There was no troll in there. I guess the road is right up there. We are starting to clear up just a little bit on the western side, I guess. So at Kroger yesterday, I did buy a foot-long ham sandwich, or sub sandwich, I believe it is. I cut that up into thirds and re-wrapped it after I put some mustard on it. And I'll eat that today for lunch and possibly for part of supper. Although right now, my stomach is still full from breakfast. So if there is trail magic up here, I might just get something to tote out with me to have, and maybe a drink if they have it. Maybe just sit and chat with them for 15 minutes and take a first day's break and have a snack. That is, if it is trail magic and if they're still there when we get here. So you see here the rhododendrons, or as some people call it, mountain laurel, I believe, are blooming. They're very pretty here on the trail. Not all of them have bloomed yet, but most of them are that color. Haven't seen any other variations yet, but I think they come in white and red. So maybe this is mountain laurel. This is not a rhododendron, but it is a bushy plant. If it has a fragrance or not. I'm sure it does. But my sniffer is not very good sniffer. It's not from COVID or anything. It's just I don't smell very well, I guess. Well, I stink, so that's one thing. But my nose doesn't pick up any scents like my wife's. She has a very sensitive nose, so she can smell. She can smell me a mile away. Flowers, and here's some more on the side. It's all colorful. Got a shelter 0.2 miles down the trail. We're rolling forward. I guess this was the road that we used to use back in the day before the Blue Ridge Parkway. This is a gap road, I guess. It would go from one side to the other on the mountain with the horse and buggies. This is how they got over the mountain in certain areas, through these gaps. Something up here on the left. Some type of marker. Tread lightly. Check for fire, fireworks, no fireworks, just common sense stuff. There's a little campsite right here. And it looks like we're getting off the little gap road and going back up the hill. Still raining. Pretty good at that. Put the umbrella up. I might have to get it back out here, depending on what's going to do here in the woods. I do have my hood up, so that helps out a little bit. There's the rain. Looks like we got some trail magic at Mills Gap. Woohoo! Yeah! Some tangerines. You guys mind being on YouTube? Alright, we got some trail magic.
Is that a hot ham and cheese or a hot turkey?
Either or will be great.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
My name is Yolo. Will you guys mind introducing yourself?
I'm David.
David and
Renee.
Ray. Where are you guys from?
Johnson City and Roanoke.
And why are you doing this?
We like to be able to live out the message from Christ that we see in the New Testament.
Amen.
In Matthew 5, 6, and 7, his Sermon on the Mount. And we like the hiking community. And it's just a good way to show that love.
Have you guys done the trail before, or sections of the trail?
We've done small sections. My daughter and I did the Camino.
Okay. So that was
If that was transformative.
yeah. So, well, thank you very much. So they're going to make a sandwich, and they're going to give me a Dr. Pepper, and just bless me with the goodness. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, I'm leaving the trail magic. There's a hot ham and cheese, banana, some chips, a soda, and I want to thank them for doing that. Most of all, just having a place to sit down and taking a break and sharing fellowship. So thank you very much. So the trail magic was basically his birthday, and his wife had asked him what he wanted, and he said just to buy enough food for one day's worth of trail magic, and then they wanted to come out and support us hikers. So what a blessing that was. So thank you for the hot ham and cheese and the sodas, and mostly just taking time out of your life to come support us. So thank you very much. I'm freezing now because I sat for way too long. but it was worth it just to have the fellowship. Anyway, I gotta get hiking so I can get warmed up. It's still raining. I'm in shorts, trying to high step there. But anyway, off we go. We got 5.8 miles in so far. We'll probably get another 6 or 7 and see what's there. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Try to get another 6 or 7 in and possibly call it the night unless I get warmed up and I'm doing better. But right now I think I could just pitch my tent and chill out for a while, or warm up rather. My hands are shaking and shivering, so it's just because I've been in this wet dampness and sitting, but I should warm up once I get cranked up again. The rain's pretty cold too, and due to the wind it makes it colder. So all right, I will put my phone up, and here's my umbrella. Put my phone up and keep trucking along here. A little footbridge, a creek. Got some type of signage here. Let's see what it says. I have a hard time because I can't see up because of my umbrella. There it is. Heading on across the road. A smidgen. Get back on the trail. Because hikers have been shot a few times. Hopefully it's not an indication of what's going to happen to through hikers on the trail. Heading up the mountain now. This is my view at my eyeballs, so I can't see anything, but there's a sign up here. I can see through my lens of my camera. Appalachian Trail, go mountain shelter 3.4, no water. I'm back on the Appalachian Trail. I was coming down and I missed a turn. So I was on another trail for, I don't know, a quarter mile. And I'm like, I haven't seen any blazes. So I checked my app and sure enough, I was not on the trail. So I had to backtrack a ways, not too far, but it was enough because it had already started descending down the mountain. So I had to go back up and find the trail. I found where I was deficient at on finding the sign, and it had actually wide off. And I was looking down, I guess, and not noticing the signs or the other trail. Excuse me. So I'm back on the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to try to get down the mountain and back up to the top of the next pinnacle, which is where a tent site is. I think it is in 2.8 miles, and that will be hopefully home for the night. I could stay at the bottom of this, but I'd rather start at the top in the morning and work my way down versus just waking up and starting climbing right out of the gate. Although it might be a little warmer. It's not that cold though. I think the rain is going to dissipate, hopefully. As I say that, here it comes. So, all right, let me put this up so I can get my umbrella back out. Yeah, maybe. It might just be passing. There you go. May have just been the wind with the leaves because there's a lot of canopy now above me because the leaves are out. So, all right, I'm just heading north, heading down the mountain now to a road crossing and then back up to the top of the pinnacle where I plan on spending the night. So let's get to it. Well, we're coming down the water at the shelter, which we know. And we're coming down. Maybe some trail magic, or maybe it's just some people having some lunch or something. Coming down to the road in Buchanan, seems like. Oh, they got a flat tire. That's what it is. I hear a screaming pump. Hello. Setting up tents right on the trail. Hello. So we're heading on through the woods. That was an air mattress they were blowing up, so it's like they were rather camping out. This looks like a interesting spot. Let's find where the trail goes. It might go across the bridge. Let's check it out real quick. So the route that I went was wrong again, but I'm back on the journey. So it actually came off the trail and it crosses over this bridge. And then it comes back into the woods I see right up here. And the parking lot that is on the map I thought was this parking area back here, but it's actually this parking lot right here. So I think I'm going to stay on the top of this mountain right here. So I just need to get to the ridge. There's supposed to be a couple camp spots, and then I'll just knock it down early for tonight, which I guess is about regular time for most hikers, because let's see what time it is here. It is 6:14 p.m. I think most hikers quit maybe at 3 or 4 o'clock. So here's our white blaze. So I'm heading back up, and then I'll find the camping spot and set up, cook supper, and retire for tonight in the tent and not in a bed. Thank you, Chris and Dan, for having a bed for me, and a shower, and food, and love, and warmth, and a television, and everything else. I thought I was at the top of this pinnacle, but I am at the top of this pinnacle, but there's another one, as you noticed in that previous slide, in front of me. So I've got to get to the next pinnacle. So this was what we call a false summit. So I thought I had summited it, but really I got one more summit in front of me, and then that's where the campsite is. So let's get it done. All right, I was able to get the tent set up. So let's get everything moved in. This is going to be my dead end, and the wind is coming this way. So right up the top and right over. Try to stay out of the tent. But let's get in here and start getting set up. It's windy and it's cool. So I'm in shorts, so I want to try to get things set up so I can get inside, at least out of the wind. So here we go. Guys, that's it for tonight. We got the tent set up. We've got some warm food, and I have my sandwich that I'll have 1/3 of. So this thing weighs like a pound. So, and then I'm having my soda. So I'll get rid of that weight as well. So you guys have a great evening, and thank you for watching my videos. I'm Yolo, so you only live once, so do it right the first time, and there's no need to do it again. Big shout out to Chris and Dan. So thank you very much for all the hospitality and the trail angels today. Thanks so much. Have a good evening. I'll see you later. Bye.